So this is an update on Jared Buckley, who is director of a learning center here in Utah over two charter schools. And just so you know, a director is pretty much the highest administrator for those two schools above principals and everyone. He's like the CEO for both of those charter schools. So he's been charged with federal charges of child images, also known as CSAM. And according to what we're finding out, he had uh, over 10,000, maybe even 50,000 images on his phone, and apparently was uh, looking to sell them for profit online. And apparently, what he told investigators was he had the original content, whatever that means. So could be a lot more with this investigation, even though he's already been arrested, and may be more than just CSAM. But we'll have to see what comes out of the investigation. So far, it doesn't seem like official charges has been made, but he's been arrested and he's on a no bail hold. Also, many of you have been commenting that some of you had him as a teacher, and I've been hearing from people, employees who've known him as well. And from what I've heard, this has been a shock to everyone. No clue that this was going on the back end. I've heard from people there's no creepy vibes from this guy. And also there's been questions on whether or not on his LDS affiliation. And from what I've learned is, yes, he is a active member of the LDS Church. He held a calling which was called a stake young men's president, and a stake is like a couple church, like several church organizations, communities together. So he was over all the young men in there. But from what I've heard, there hasn't been any allegations yet from any kids from the school, and there's never been, from what I've heard, there hasn't been any misconduct at the school from this guy. And so somehow he was able to live the double life. And a lot of people have been commenting on, well, the LDS Church is going to come in and bail him out. And that could be just based off the assumption that sometimes if there's allegations involving a church leader, like a bishop, and or other church leaders who have had done something to a minor child, if the church gets sued as well, they have to step in and defend themselves. But that's only if the church gets implicated, and they usually get sued for something like neglect, failure to train, for the abuse that occurred. But so far, there hasn't been any allegations that he did anything while using his church calling. So I don't think the LDS Church would be involved or step in and defend him or anything, unless allegations come out that something happened while he was holding his church calling as well.